For you coons today, I had to wear this. Hey y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Again, before we start, shout out to Aaron Salter Jr. and all those other victims of the Buffalo Massacre, aka that white supremacist temper tantrum. But folks, of course, a situation like this has to bring out the bootlicks. They have to bring out the coons, the mammies, the divestors, the god darned white liberals. Everybody showed up to weigh in on what happened this past Saturday. And of course, here in B1 Society, we put in our 2 cents and we got together, we got to talking, people got to putting in that type of work, just making sure the community is ready, willing, able, and prepared. But of course, in the course of that, we look around to see, get the gauge of what social media has to say. And of course, they showed up. So let's see the series of tweets. So we had a trinity of people saying stupid things. But I want y'all to pay particular attention to the last one, because I'm going to start with him, this Barrington Martin person who considers himself a philosopher. Okay, philosopher, explain this. So, Mr. Philosopher, this is what we're doing. We're protecting white people. You don't like the fact that society has almost had it up to here with these white supremacists, but you decide to say, hey, I'm going to protect white people instead of protecting those that look like you. You should have let the young man get off. Now, I'm not condoning what he says, because that kind of statement walk around get you taken off the platform. I would have worded it better, but he's not the subject of this. You are. You should have just let the man get off. Pause. That right there, this is why we've run many a bootlick out of these B1 circles and made sure that a lot of y'all cannot infiltrate. You can go send your dog whistles to white people. You're not going to bring it over here. They don't care about you, and we're not going to care about you. But let's keep going. Let me talk about this Afro tweet about the Afro Latinos. Sir, Afro Latinos may look like us and speak Spanish, but they don't have our problems. See, here's the thing with them. They could stay in their own little enclave and work and do whatever they want. Pan-Africanism, as well as everybody has known, and it's been documented, foundational black Americans, descendants of American slaves, have opened the door for Pan-Africanism for years. You've heard me on this show, and I'm not even FBA. You've heard me say, hey, I kind of want to see a triangle trade of swords with Africa, the Caribbean, and the black people here. Let's get something going. But of course, we've seen over almost the last year the sheer vitriol that Africans and Caribbeans have for black Americans who are based here. So in a way, between Jason Black, Tariq, and the new black media, like, okay, you know what? That Pan-African door is letting out the air conditioning. It's letting out the good air. So we just gonna shut the door. Now everybody's pissed off. So yeah, Afro Latinos, they don't want to stand with us. So, if you don't want to stand with us, okay, we're not gonna waste our time trying to convince you. But we got to get to now, whatever you want to call them. Amazing Lucas calls him Tatum. I saw Sharice Lane call him Officer Tantrum. Y'all know I already ripped this dude up over his slavery comments. And now I got to go get him again on this. So he says that the white supremacists had merit in his manifesto. In his manifesto, he had merit in what he was saying. And then you knew you messed up. And instead of trying to walk it back and realizing that you made a mistake, you still sat up there and explained it. You tried to supremacisplain this. Supremacisplain this. Are you serious, sir? I told you in the last video. I'm fixing to tell you again because I know you didn't see it. Sir, you're a black man. Black man. I know those two words. I know it hurts your soul that you're a black man. I know it hurts your soul. I would say I would get you right, but you're so far gone. It's all good. So you and your sister and Coonan, Miss Owens Farmer, decided to try to supremacisplain this dude. No, sir. That man went to go see black people. That man decided to open fire on black people. That man was kicked out of that store the day before for messing with black people. And you had the unmitigated gall and the undisciplined arrogance to go sit on your stream and sit on Twitter and try to explain to your white audience that this man was okay. Let me tell you something, sir. And I know nobody's ever told you this. I know your Owens Farmer didn't tell you this. I know who else you be hanging out with. I know Trump didn't tell you this. I know Glenn Beck don't tell you this. I know that Trump's son, Donald J. Jr., he don't tell you this. The goddamn all them white boys you bring on your platform every now and again, I know they don't tell you this. Brother Jesse Lee ain't gonna tell you. Diamond and Silk ain't finna tell you. All the mammies and coons and bedbugs ain't gonna tell you this, sir. But I'm gonna tell you this. If something ever befell you and you did something crazy, cops were called and you had to go sit down and we found your mugshot, do you think your white audience is going to sit there and protect you? Do you think if you had something to do with this, or I shouldn't even say that, if you did something similar to this, do you think that same white audience that you're trying to kiss ass to, do you think they're going to read your manifesto and say you were just a mentally ill person? Because black people don't get that. We don't get that luxury, sir. We don't get sympathy out here. You're just going to be another angry black man that went off. You're going to be Colin Ferguson. Yes, you're going to be Colin Ferguson. Mr. L.I.R.R. Shooter himself. That's who they're going to make you out to be. They're going to make you the worst told version of Mr. Christopher Dorner. You will not get reverence with David Dorn. And I saw that tweet you said about David Dorn. Sir, the new black media put him up in high regard during the protests. Don't believe me? You can go to my Instagram and see it. But again, of course, black society has to get the bootlicks and the ambulance chasers to come outside to try to supremacisplain white folks going off. Because God forbid one day they just look at themselves and say, "Damn, I'm a black person. I got to speak for what my ancestors taught me." But then again, your ancestors might have been the ones in the house. But let me get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe. That's why I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.